Good evening, everybody. This is February 8th, Monday, February 8th. Let's go over the commentary from Market Truth for the broad-based indices, and we're going to take a look at this rally as it continues. We haven't seen anything that's really led us to believe that this is going to stop anytime soon. We had an upside target of 1320 in the S&P. That was the monthly level here. 1320.83 was level in the S&P futures. We closed above that today. We need a full trading session actually to confirm that. So if we're able to hold this level tomorrow, we're probably going to have some more upside here in the market. Let's look at the weeklies in the lower left-hand corner. You'll notice that the weeklies we actually, um, then this does happen where we actually get through the monthly levels, but the volatility's been so dead this week that we actually haven't gotten through the weekly yet. The weekly's 1326. So that's a level that I could foresee a situation tomorrow where we do get some selling. We might possibly tag that 1326 line. If for any reason that we do tag that 1326 line and we roll over the rest of the week, as I've talked about in previous sessions, our target on the downside is going to be this weekly low volatility level of 1303. The level we want to look for if we start to see a sizable correction on the S&P, that's going to be this 1266 level. If we get a correction this month, that will be the target on the downside. But in terms of just getting a moderate pullback, 1 to 2 days, we'd be looking at this 1303 level in the S&P. If we take out the weekly tomorrow at 1326, there's really nothing holding the S&P back. Let's take a look at the Russell. I mean, it's pretty much the same across the board. The Russell, we basically closed right at the monthly high volatility level of 811, 812. Pretty much right there. The weekly on the Russell is going to be 819. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Same story. That monthly level 2355. We closed above that. But for the monthly, the weekly level we want to look at is 2373. So we're really, really, really close. We don't need much of a pop on the open to try to test these levels. The YM, the Dow, has definitely been the stronger of the indices. It was the first index to make a quarterly buy signal. When we look at the monthly here on the Dow, 12,124, so we've easily cleared that. On the weekly, it's also the first index to actually take out the weekly. So we actually did confirm and get above on the weekly here on the Dow, which is right around 12,180. I want to show a couple other indices. And by the way, when you look at the lower right-hand corner, these are all the intraday. We pretty much made intraday high volatility levels and everything. SPOOs closed above it. The Russell was the one that was a little bit weaker, but we ended up closing above it as well. I want to show a couple others. I want to show the OEX, which is the S&P 100. So we'll give you a kind of a flavor for the largest 100 companies in the S&P. We've already gone through the quarterly level, but let's take a look at the monthly. And it's going to look like all the other indices. 596 and a quarter, basically closed there to the tick. On the weekly, that level is going to be right up here at 597. So again, we're right there on the weekly. I want to show you one more, which is the NYA, which is the New York Composite Index. The New York Composite, these are all the companies listed on the New York Stock Exchange, so it's a very it's a very broad-based index, and once again you're going to see the same pattern. Right at the monthly, 83.91 is that monthly level. Pretty much closed there today, right around that level. The weekly that we got to get through on this, it looks like it's about 83.98. We'll just call it 8400. So the market right now, it just again, we may get a down day here or there, but right now the market is being bid for whatever reason. It's probably because the shorts want to cover and the longs want to pull back to buy more. So the most pain is going to be to the upside, ironically, for both the longs and the shorts, and that's probably what's driving this market higher. All right, still got the rally going, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow night.